Hey, welcome or welcome back. If you are new here, I hope you are doing well. I hope your weather is lovely and not rainy or cold. So today we have 10 more questions from Amberlyn from Tellonym. Um, there's a lot of them that aren't very interesting or I just skip over. So if you want to see every question she answers, you'll have to go sign up for Tellonym and scroll through the huge list yourself. So let's see what Amber's going to answer this time. First question today. You eat less than 2,000 calories daily? Why do you constantly lie? You're lying to yourself the most. Amberlyn says, I'm currently eating less than 2,000 calories to lose weight. We don't have any proof or disproof of this. I mean, we just have to take her at her word on this. We haven't seen how much she weighs. We don't see what she eats every day. So we just have to kind of take her word on this. People tend to look at her and think she's going to eat a ton of food because she has in the past and she, can't keep her calories low. But there are foods that you can eat that are, very satiating and are low in calorie. You are 530 pounds. You won't do any weigh-ins because you're gaining weight again. Amberlyn says, I'm in the 400s, smiley face. Yeah, she's probably in the 490s because she doesn't look a lot smaller than she has since she was like 502, but maybe just a little bit. But somebody here to, people telling her what she weighs, I think that's a bit much because how could they possibly know, You said, I always say I'm losing. I don't need the backlash. 2 years ago, not 8. Not that it matters how long ago it was, because we can tell by your maturity that not much has changed in even 8 years. Amberlyn says, it was 8 years ago. Laughing, crying emoji. I was dating Destiny when I said that. Yeah, so even if it was 8 years ago, people don't believe her now because of that, because she's not showing numbers right now and she is just saying, I'm losing weight. People don't believe her because they remember this time that she did that. You said you never snack, even though we've seen you snack at least 100 times over the years. Just recently you showed the coconut chips at your bedside. That is a snack. Amberlyn says, I don't snack during the day. I am a nighttime snacker hardcore. So this is going back to whenever she first started her eating disorder program, when the nutritionist, I believe, or dietitian, I forget the title, told her they wanted her to have 3 meals and have a couple of snacks during the day. Amberlyn said, I don't snack. Again, she says things that are left ambiguous. She didn't say, I don't snack during the day. She said, I don't snack. So then when she comes back and has to clarify, it's like, well, why didn't you say that the first time? This is another reason why people have a tendency to not believe her, because she'll just leave things out or she'll have to come back and clarify. And it just makes her sound like she's lying by omission. They want her to snack in the daytime so she doesn't snack a lot at night. That's the whole point, of having a couple of snacks during the day and having dinner a little bit later, because then you won't be tempted to have those evening snacks. Why do you think no one believes the Gracie story? Amberlyn says, because they want to make everything my fault. Any reason for drama and for excuses to dislike me and harass me. It's pathetic. So here she is again, kind of playing the victim card. Just because people don't like me, it's my fault. No, people think the Gracie story is your fault because of the way you behaved afterwards. I think I mentioned this before, a couple of Tellonym videos ago when people asked about the Gracie. When the doctor asked you, why don't you exercise, how did you answer? Amberlyn says, I told her I hated it. She said I should still do it. Well, of course you should. We all should. I should be exercising. Um, so this was the doctor that recently, talked about weight whenever none of Amber's doctors bring up weight, which is a complete and utter lie. But so we'll see if Amberlynn starts exercising more. So you gave your dog a treat for losing weight. WTF is that logic? WTF, laughing, crying. WTF, laughing, crying. No wonder you're stuck where you are with your weight. Amberlynn says she gets a training treat a few times a day when she does something good. By doing this, she has lost weight because training treats are smaller than a dime, while normal sized treats are quite bigger. The vet thought this was an awesome idea. Yeah, training treats are tiny little treats because I don't have dogs, but I've watched enough people train dogs in videos that, you'll see them reach into their pocket and, give the dog a treat after it gives you its paw or sits down. And you might do that like 5 or 6 times in a row. And they're just little bitty small treats. So little small treats for Twinkie when she does something good or she's learning something is a good idea, to get her to sit still on the scale. Hey, here's a tiny treat. So it's not like she gave her a giant milk bone. You don't want to force yourself to film, but it's literally your job. WTF, LMAO. Amberlynn says, my job is to upload. It isn't my job to make them a certain length, but stop twisting everything I say. Having to explain myself all the time makes me sound defensive. It's annoying AF. She has said that sometimes she has to force herself to film, or she doesn't want to force herself to film. She wants to enjoy it. And Amberlynn does get defensive, but, it's her job to upload. Well, in order to upload stuff, you need to record it, don't you? And even then, it's in order to have videos to upload, she has to film stuff. But if she doesn't want to film herself doing stuff, she's not going to have videos to upload. So I'm not understanding her logic in this. These "it's your job" people need to get a life. If you're making enough money to live, then you're doing your job. It's pretty simple. I'm pretty sure most people would only make 1 video a year if they could live off the money it made them. Amberlynn says, oh, you right about that for sure, lol. Absolutely. But I think what some people were upset about was previously Amberlynn was like, she had memberships that were like $7.99 US, and the only thing those members really got was like being able to chat in her live streams. It's like, well, what kind of benefit is that? You don't really get anything extra. You don't get any exclusive videos. I don't know if she still has memberships. I don't believe she does. Yeah, I don't see that on her page anymore. But yeah, I mean, if she's making money to live but by the few videos she has, she doesn't really owe anybody anything, I guess. For her to be complaining about doing it, I think is what people get annoyed about, really. With her being like, oh, I don't want to record, I don't want to do this. But it's her job. So she should just be like, hey, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take 2 weeks off. I'm not going to post anything. I'm just going to chill. I don't think anybody would have a problem with that if she's like, hey, I'm getting a little burnt out. Because, doing constant video recording, I mean, everybody gets burnt out at their job. It's going to happen. The difference is Amber works like 4 hours a week. maybe 8 hours a week. And I think that's where people get a little upset when she's like, oh, I'm so tired of this. Did you ask your doctor why your arms don't heal? It might be diabetes. That would explain the nigrians and acanthosis in your hands and under your eyes. I'm sorry, I'm probably butchering that. Amberlynn said, I have nigricans acanthosis due to being super morbidly obese. I have scabs on my arm that don't heal because I have excoriation. which means I constantly pick my skin. I do not have diabetes. I have been checked a lot. So, acanthosis nigricans. I'm probably saying that wrong. I apologize. Again. Oh, here it is. How to say it. Acanthosis nigricans. Acanthosis nigricans. Why didn't they put the... Anyway, acanthosis nigricans is a skin condition characterized by areas of dark velvety discoloration in body folds and creases. The affected skin can become thickened. Most often, acanthosis nigricans affects your armpits, groin, and neck. The skin changes of acanthosis nigricans typically occur in people who are obese or have diabetes. Children who develop the condition are at a higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Rarely, acanthosis nigricans can be a warning sign of a cancerous tumor in an internal organ, such as the stomach or liver. There's no specific treatments. Treatment of underlying conditions may restore some of the color or texture. So yeah, a lot of people have speculated that Amberlynn has diabetes because of the discoloration on her knuckles, but apparently it can just happen because of this condition if you're obese or you have diabetes. All right, well, that was 10 questions with Amberlynn again. We had some questions about Gracie, a couple about Twinkie, about her lying about weight loss and about losing weight currently, and then about her skin discoloration. So a couple of interesting ones, also a couple things about her YouTube lack of effort, or not wanting to put in the effort, it seems. So yeah, nothing too terribly exciting in that round, but just a couple of interesting things possibly. I don't know. So again, if any of you have any questions you want to ask Amberlynn that aren't horribly rude or just hateful, you can put them down below, and I do have a Tellonym account, so I will ask her for you. So that's all I got for you this time. Until next time, be safe and take care. In order to film, or in order to have videos to upload, and I can't speak today. Did you ask your doctor why your arms don't heal? It might be diabetes. That would explain the Nigrinans. I'm so sorry. Acanthosis nigricans. Okay.